I really would love for women to start being more aware of their surroundings and your daughters too. Don't let them just go out willy nilly by themselves either. If you can take a buddy,
And
and
men
make
stop
sure
being
you pay attention.
creepy.
And men, stop being creepy.
Like
That's number one.
good men. So you're such a good man, but why aren't you holding your brother accountable? Why you ain't calling him out on his bullshit?
We're gonna
There
talk
was
about that.
there was a post floating around, and I think I might have to start being this person. So, and I don't even care about being a bad guy on this one, but there was a post that said we always expose the broke guys. Why we don't expose the abusive ones?
That is a great question.
Maybe
We
we need
should
to
definitely hold
maybe,
ourselves.
maybe we
Us
should
men, we
expose
definitely need to.
we need to expose abusers all 2024. Like
We probably need to start doing that. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm about to kind of is look back in the
don't
day. If listen, if a female, a woman, girl called me and asked me about one of my homies, and I'm using this very loosely, a person that I am acquainted with, and they asked me straight up, "Hey, do you think I need to, pursue this person?"
no.
So I'd be like, I mean, I can't personally tell you. Bro codes tell me not to say no, but mm, mm-mm.
Any of my homegirls, anytime they tell me about some new dude and I know the tea about him, oh, I'm spilling tea. The tea has been spilled. If he's an abuser, she will know. I'm sorry. But the
First of all,
whole
if you,
publicly part is when people going to hate you.
yeah, I wouldn't do it. Like for me, it wasn't like me outing, and I don't even think they were necessarily abusers. But if it's something about them that I was like, this ain't gonna, y'all not gonna match up well. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that's not entirely true. If I do find
Ladies,
the person, if I do find a person that I think is sketchy, and you ask me about him, I'm gonna tell you, look, I don't think he's gonna be that trustworthy of a person. You know, or this
ladies,
person a little too old for you. Step away.
ladies, stop coddling your sons. If he is an abuser, he
Oh,
is an abuser.
are we
Take the
talking
titty
about
out.
like?
He grown. He 35 years
Okay, there we
old.
go. There we go. Thank you. I was like, what age range are we talking here? I had to know.
Anything over 21, I feel like anything over 16. Like I don't even I hope 16, 17-year-olds, and it's probably somewhere, aren't fighting each other, you know, and abusing their girlfriends, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally. But definitely like after that teenage age range, all the way to to your dead. 100,
Yeah, like if your
110,
son, if your son
20.
is a teenager and they're abusing, like no, get him some help. If he
Please.
seems like he going that route. And ladies, even if you are a teenager, if that boy raises his hand to you or young kid, listen, if your significant other raise their hand to you, bounce,
Yeah.
bounce. I've been
Yeah.
with my wife for what, like 20 something years, almost 20, and I ain't never,
That's a blessing.
never,
That's a blessing.
I ain't never had an inkling to like this is not my she ain't my child.
I can't
I
say the
don't even
same.
try to
Say
spanking my
no.
child. Oh
Let me
god.
stop. Let me stop. No, confession time. I've never said this out loud. So here you
Uh-oh.
go. An exclusive
I'm
that I don't
scared.
mind getting out there. I'm an ex abuser. I hate to say it. I really hate to say it. I used to abuse people mentally, used to abuse it emotionally and physically. I hate to say it. It's a part of growth. I ain't well, when I was telling people I wasn't shit out here, I literally was not shit. Now I am some shit though. Like I'm a better person. I
Yeah,
don't be
you
I
are a
don't be
great
trying to
person.
hit anybody. I use
So
my
can I,
words a lot. I've learned how to use my words. That was a huge part. Communication is key. Okay.
can I ask you
Um,
a question?
huh.
When you're in the thick of those situations where back in the day, what was your thought process like? Was it just blind rage and then just
Some
letting
of
your
it was
emotions go?
some of it was blind rage. A lot of it had to deal with like not really understanding my own emotions because like growing up, I was definitely one of those people. Oh, what you crying for? One of those kids being raised. What you crying for? I give you something
Yeah,
to cry about. Now you're giving me something to cry about. So like I gotta hit people all the time. So
yeah.
that's where it came from with when it came to physical. But there was this relationship I had when I was a teenager, and the dude would not leave me alone. This guy would not leave me alone. And then, like, he was cheating on me and stuff. And I think that enraged me.
Mm.
And it made me take that rage from there into other relationships.
I think it's important to note that a lot of times your abuser seems to be coming from a place of love.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it is, but it seems that way. There's an emotional connection there that
I,
is really hard to break
I, well, I will say this.
for the victim a lot of
I
times.
don't quite agree, because if you do not know how to love properly, then that is your love language. I hate to say it like that. Like,
That's what
some
I'm
people
saying. Like,
don't know what real love feels like. Nobody, some people don't know what how good it's supposed to feel. So if that's the
mm,
only thing that they know that can connect to love, then that's their love language.
I agree
So
with that. So,
we can't always say that, like, it depends, and it's one of those things you gotta like scope and really look at, because a lot of people that's abusing people out here, they're not gonna be like, oh, I need to stop.
of course, I mean, a lot of times you don't know that you're hurting the person in your mind. I mean, like on an emotional, deeper level. And I'm not saying not everybody, but a lot of times the person that's being abused does not recognize that the person that's abusing them does, they see the good in that person. But so they
Yeah,
look past the abuse is what I'm saying. So
yeah,
there is that emotional connection there for them, and you have to be able to break away from that. And that's a hard thing to do. So
yeah,
yeah, we can sit here all day and talk about the levels of abuse and how to get in and out of it, but
yeah. And
you
that's
kind of
another
have to want
reason
to do that.
why, like, I decided to like keep a lot of friendships and relationships, especially since I was like 18, 19, surface level. And then, like, if one thing went wrong, I just got rid of that friend or relationship or whatever, because it's like
Hmm.
I knew how ugly it could get, and I didn't quite understand how to love properly. I
Yeah,
know now, though.
I think that's important. That was an important thing
That
to
was
just
like,
to important dialogue to have.
yeah, 27, 27, about, yeah, about 27, because that was around the time I started my therapy journey and everything too. So about 27, 28 is when I started realizing like shit needs to be different.
I'm proud of your growth, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
But let's get back around to this because we're specifically talking about street harassment.
Yeah.
And kind of got off a little bit, but still important conversation.